Hello everyone, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Thank you for joining with me. Welcome to the channel. It's wonderful to be here again today. It's Tuesday. No, it's not. Okay, it's not Tuesday. It's Thursday, June the 6th, 2024. Where have I been? Hey guys, so it's Thursday. Okay, so we're going to do another general reading for the collective. And let's begin. I call in Archangel Michael and the Holy Spirit. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of love, light, protection, and guidance. Will you please assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies of the cards for the collective on this day? Thank you. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, what do we have? What's the message that our collective needs to hear today? What is the message? Oh, here's the beginning. All right. We have the 10 of coins again. Isn't that interesting? That's the past energy, which was the past energy yesterday. So I'm going to cut, as I usually do. And so that's a long-term commitment again. It might have a different meaning today. Well, we'll see. Okay, so that's the past energy. Yesterday it was about the long-term commitment, being with somebody, the collective being with somebody that they've been with for a long time and are currently living with. Now the present day is the Four of Swords. That was the Four of Wands yesterday. Very interesting. So, the Four of Swords talks about, respite time. Taking all that you've been thinking about and worrying about and putting it to rest. Laying your head down really and just letting it all go. All the worry, all the concern, all the fear. All the fear that your mind is trying to tell you, if you say this, if you do this, you're going to be sorry. If you do this, you'll be left out in the cold. If you do this, you're going to hurt. You're going to break hearts. Things that are your mind, which is your ego, your fear, that's trying to tell you to stay in the commitment, and just suck it up. Stay in a commitment and or make the best of it. You're there, make the best of it. That if you were to leave, you'd break the other person's heart. Well, it's not. I'm here to tell you, it's not about you feeling bad about breaking the other person's heart. It's about your heart, right? Your heart first. Your heart first. Your heart first, and then you use whatever love you have for yourself because you're putting your heart first. That people who love themselves put their heart first. Now, and it's never done in an ego way, because there are a lot of people who are high in ego and that they will, as you know, they will behave selfishly. They'll do things that they want to do that hurts other people, which of course, if it hurts other people, it's really hurting them, because they are doing something that is just out of pure selfishness instead of self-love. There's a huge difference between that and the other. So anyways, this is something that you have right now, you're maybe contemplating and looking inward and contemplating, taking a moment before you make that big step to talk about the long-term commitment and how you feel about it with the person that's on your mind, or the person that you're with on your mind, whatever it is. We'll see. It could be somebody that you are been wanting to be in a long-term commitment with, and right now you're just kind of like hanging out, not knowing when it's going to happen, when you make the move, or or if it's with somebody you're with right now, when you're going to actually talk to them about broach the subject kind of thing. So let's see your energy. The Page of Swords. Okay, the Page of Swords, your energy is a Page of Swords. So you want to speak your truth, and it's going to be It could be a difficult message of truth that you're delivering to your person. So you know it's you need to have this respite time. You know, really just connect with your, if you're into it, and I would hope that you are if you're into watching tarot card readings, because tarot card readings is of the psychic realm, right? The spiritual realm. That's where these messages are coming from, Archangel Michael. I'm just interpreting what I'm getting from Archangel Michael with impressions. So if you are needing to deliver a difficult message of truth, you might want to sit in meditation. Sit in meditation. Heal your heart a little, because it's, you know, if this is a challenging relationship you've been in, then you need to heal a little so that you don't hurt as a result. So you don't hurt another as a result, needlessly hurt another as a result. And I'm not saying don't broach the subject and talk to the person, because that would hurt the other person. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, we tend to, us humans tend to say things out of hurt, out of pain, that we do it possibly in the nicest sense, saying like it's done with spite, because, you know, if you were, it's kind of like you've been stabbed in the heart so many times by them not being what you need them to be for you, that you just want to come back. Not you might want to come back and you know, hurt them like that too. Okay, so that, I'm just saying that that's what we tend to do if we're sitting in a lot of pain and confusion. We might just act out like that. So it's a good thing to sit in, to rest your weary thoughts, change your routine, like whatever it is that might be causing you to see all the red flags and to see all the things that they're doing or not doing that's really annoying you or upsetting you, to do something different, take your mind off of it, kind of thing. Okay, even just sleeping, resting, and then of course meditation as well. Okay, so that's your energy. Difficult message of truth, perhaps. It could be just, we'll see. We'll see what's their energy. The Knight of Cups. Okay. They're in the Knight of Cups energy. I think you know that, collective. I think you know that they're in the Knight of Cup energy. It's because they love you. They at least think they do love you. And if they do love you, they haven't been able to show it to you in a way that you would expect or would hope. Maybe they're not spending enough time with you. Let's see the energy between the two of you before we go any further. The Two of Swords. Okay. Yeah. You feel like they're blocking you out of their life. Mm-hmm. And as a result, you want to block them out of your life. You just don't feel like not having spoken your truth. We talked about speaking your truth yesterday. Not having spoken your truth, having spoken up yet and told them how you feel about what's going on or what's really not happening in the relationship that you would expect to see, especially if you're married. Well, even if you're in a relationship living with somebody. Yeah. I think what I'm getting is that you see this person as knowing that they need to do something. They need to do something. But for whatever reason, they're not doing it. They got like the blinders on. It's like, you know, the proverbial ostrich that sticks their head in the sand. I don't want to see what's going on. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see, because then I'd have to do something. It's like sitting on the fence, right? Being stubborn and obstinate. Though they love you, they have a great amount of love for you. They have a lot of love for you. but they have been having trouble, or they've been reticent about expressing that with you. Maybe they see you as someone who's been sitting on the fence, not, trying to make a decision as to whether to stay or leave. They may be picking that up from you intuitively, or just through your actions and the little things you might say or don't say that you might have said before when, this wasn't an issue so much. Yeah. They may be seeing that in you, that you're sitting on the fence, and so they're kind of like holding their breath, right? Waiting for the other shoe to drop. It could be they're holding their breath, waiting, and that's why they may not be expressing themselves with giving you the cup. Irregardless, they should. Irregardless. I mean, think about it. We're such very complicated species, right? Irregardless whether or not you're in their life right now, you're living with them right now, let's just say you're living with them right now, they should have been expressing, like offering their cup of love to you. If that's what you're together for, it's because you love each other. They shouldn't have been holding it back for any reason at all. Even if it's some childhood trauma thing. If they're an adult now, of course, they're an adult now, they should have been dealing with that issue a long time ago already and healing from it, so that they can be what the person that they've chosen to be with in love, so that they can be that person, the adult person version of themselves, as opposed to a wounded child, right? So anyways, it's a difficult energy we have between the two of you. And I'm getting a picture here that you want to tell them that whatever it is that they're not doing, not spending enough time with you, basically not being present with you, you want to tell them that hurts you, and that you just can't deal with that anymore. If they can't be authentic with you and spend time with you and be absolutely present, instead of trying to fill their time when they're at home, if they work and they're at home off during the hours that they're not either asleep or at work, if they're not spending that time with you and they're busy doing other things all the time, every day, week after week, month after month, a person can start to feel like they're not really wanted, like they're not desired, right? Well, they've got this cup of love, and if you look at this cup, this guy here, he's holding on to it. It's like he's not extending it. I think in the other decks, if I remember that card, he's riding the horse and the cup's out like this, right? The cup's out like this. This guy's like, it's kind of apprehensive. Like, should I extend it? I don't know. Maybe I'll get my hand cut off if I do, or maybe I'll feel stupid if I do. Reject it, right? Wow. So they're busy rejecting you, or that's what you may be feeling like, right? That they're rejecting you because they're neglecting you in that sense. But then they feel like if they express themselves, then you might reject them. I mean, that's what the complication is that they're holding back because they don't want to be rejected by just the mere fact that they're holding back is making you feel like you've been rejected in some way. Take it however it means to you, okay? So let's find out what the outcome is. Your respite time right now, you're resting because you do have a difficult message of truth to tell your person who's been holding themselves back. So the two of you are basically sitting on the fence, not together, at the opposite ends of the fence. All right. He doesn't want to know that you're unhappy and that you might just leave. He doesn't want to know that you if you don't ask, you don't know, right? So if you're not saying anything, I'm going to leave you, they're not going to ask and find out that you're going to tell them, I'm going to leave you, you see? So they're just biding their time, but in the meantime, they're holding their expressions back, because they have I feel like they have an intuitive feeling that there are problems, but for whatever reason, this person doesn't know how to deal with it at an adult level, communicative level, okay? And if they do say anything at all, you could be dealing with somebody who's just more combatant, and it throws excuses out like, I don't know, just like they grew on the tree in the backyard, excuse after excuse. Okay, we have the Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins. Well, the Knight of Coins is, there's the Seven of Swords. I don't like seeing that. Let's pull it out anyways. And the High Priestess. Okay, the Knight of Coins is somebody who it's a slow procession, right? Procession. It's slow moving, but it's a committed movement. Okay, it's a committed movement. So until things are going to be moving along very, very slow for you, for both of you as a couple together in a relationship, very, very slow for you, and it's like the Seven of Swords is like being secretive, right? Secretive. Secretive, it can be, manipulative and all that sort of stuff, sneaky and whatever. But in this case, it's secretive. So if the secrets remain, in other words, if you don't speak your truth, or they don't speak up for some reason, the two of you can't talk about it. You can't talk about it. You can't bring it to the forefront. You can't deal with it. You can't deal with it if you keep the secrets. See, the High Priestess was right afterwards, right? And the High Priestess is all about knowing and not saying, right? So I think that the two there speak of just remaining silent and hoping for the best, kind of thing. Just remaining silent and hoping for the best. But maybe hoping the other one will take the initiative, and they step up and spend more time with you, be more present with you without you having to say a single word, right? I don't think that's going to happen, to tell you the truth. So it's going to feel like a huge challenge for you. That's these two cards speaking about silence, right? That if you remain silent, if you don't speak your truth, this here is going to be, it's going to be a long and painful journey, right? Long and painful journey where you're committed to your silence instead of committed to the release of feeling like you're getting somewheres. Like the turtle is still walking very, very slowly. They're getting somewheres. Then the hare comes along, right? But yeah, I feel like what these three cards are talking about is that it's warning you, okay? The message is warning you, not in a dramatic way, but just warning you that if you want things to progress, if you want to stay together and want to progress forward in life with each other, being free to express yourself, and they're expressing themselves, you're enjoying each other's company. If you stay silent, it's going to remain like a difficult, long journey of challenges, where you just, you want to steal a moment here or there with them, but that's all it would be, just a moment. And it might be a long time before you get another moment like that, where they're actually present with you. Like maybe when you go on a road trip together, let's just say you go on a road trip together and you enjoy each other's time, and you're in the same vehicle at the time, there's no one else, you don't have any kids with you, whatever, or you might have kids with you, but you go on a road trip together and you've enjoyed your time, You might be gone for a week. You enjoy your time the whole time. They basically have to be present with you for the most part, unless you're touring. You're touring, and then everybody's focused on, but then you are too focused on the touring. So you can't really expect your partner to be present with you when we have our focus on something else. So we all understand that, and whatever, and you come home and then it's like the same old again. It's back to the routine. They go to work or they don't, but they're there. They're a warm body in the house, but you just don't feel like they want to spend time with you. They don't want to spend time with you, and so you do what you want to do or need to do during the day, practically by yourself. So it feels like you're living on your own. It's just this other person shows up every now and again, or every day for a few hours, right? Shows up for a few hours, but they busy do other things. They've got hobbies, or they have duties around the house that they're trying to take care of, or they're outside mowing the lawn, or they're inside mopping the floor because they're quite focused on cleanliness, whatever it is, right? So that's the message: is you're in a long-term commitment, you're taking a respite for now, trying to collect your thoughts, because you have a difficult message of truth to deliver somebody who's been pensive, to say it minimally, about offering their true committed love to you, in the sense that they just want to be with you. When you love somebody, right? You want to be with them 24/7. You fall in love, you want to be with them. This person to you is behaving as though they're not like that, not anymore. And the two of you sit on the fence, very, very far apart from each other at this point while this is going on, okay? But and the outcome, the potential outcome is, if you remain too long in this and not say a word, it could be that it's going to be challenging for you keeping the secret that you have about the way you feel about the whole situation you're in with them. Not saying a word, knowing that you need to, but not saying a word. It's going to be a long and arduous future, day after day of the same old stuff, and you're not getting anywhere. You're really not getting anywhere in the commitment. You are, but it's just so little tiny bits, when if you actually spoke your truth, you could make this quantum leap. If this person, like yesterday, if this person was ready to make the transformation, so if this is the same person, you're going to make a quantum leap. So don't be afraid. Don't let your ego keep you down too long. That would be my advice, is don't let your ego keep you down too long. Don't be too fearful. Just do it. Be resolute about this, about what, okay, you bring the subject to them. Let's say you approach it and they say, well, if you don't like what I'm doing or whatever, why don't you just leave? Be prepared for that, okay? And possibly this is what you know that you need to do, and that's why you're in respite. So whatever it is for you. I hope that was helpful, and take care of yourself good, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow, okay? Bye for now.